Hello guys, this is Reese from Bommarito St. Peter's Volkswagen in St. Louis. Today I'm bringing you a 2019 Volkswagen Atlas SEL R-Line. This particular one is Tourmaline blue metallic with Shetland beige interior. This is my favorite shade of blue for the Atlas. They only do this on the Passat as well, and that's it. It's a really cool color, kind of like a dark teal color. You still pick up on the R-Line accents on the car, the black accents around the exhaust pipes back here, kind of right there. And then you also have the body colored paint below the chrome line, also the 20-inch alloy wheels, R-Line badging on the side doors, R-Line piano black treatment along the fog light shroud, and also the chrome at the base, R-Line badging in the grille. And then of course the standard SEL features like LED headlights, LED running lights, halogen fog lights, adaptive cruise control, lane assist, autonomous emergency braking, rear traffic alert, LED tail lights, a panoramic sunroof with a power sunshade, remote start, keyless entry on 4 doors, power liftgate, and this one has the bumper applique on the back bumper, that chrome strip there. Actually makes this car pop. So let's take a look inside. Here's a look at that Shetland beige interior. Also, you've got a lumbar support set up right here, power lumbar, power seat forward and back, and then seat back, as well as 3 seat memory right here. These are leatherette seats that are also heated. Down below there is a carpet floor mat there. I believe this is going to have monster mats in the trunk as well. Chrome covered pedal caps for the accelerator and the brake there. Let's see here. Volkswagen's digital cockpit. A flat bottom leather wrapped steering wheel. You also have automatic headlights, power door locks, power windows, power window locks, and power mirrors and heated mirrors. Also, you have a power hatch release back here. So that allows the hatch to open. And by pulling this lever again and holding it, I can also close that back hatch. If I let go, it'll stop. Pretty cool, and that's all done with that right there. Again, with the automatic headlights, you do also have fog lights, so I can pull out on this guy right here, and that gives me fog lights. And that does defeat the automatic nature of the headlights. If you pull out on the fog lights, your headlights are always going to be on. Also, you have a coin box for storage right here. Adjustable steering wheel here. You can pull out on this lever, raise it, lower it, lock it in wherever you need it, and then lock it back in place. On the cruise control functionality here, here's the power button to turn that on and off. You have a resume button here, a set button, and of course your foot on the brake will cancel. Volume control for the stereo, as well as Bluetooth, and navigation is right there on the steering wheel, and that controls whatever you're actively working, or whatever's working when you hit the button there. So if you're listening to the radio and you hit this button, it's turning up the volume. If navigation is giving you turn-by-turn directions at that point, it turns up navigation. And if you're on an active phone call, it will turn that up. On this side, Google and Siri functionality is right here. Touching and holding this button, as long as your phone is tethered to a USB port, which is right there, you're going to be using App Connect, and you're able to use Siri or Google functionality. These silver tabs here are left and right for basically a mouse, and also up and down. Then the view button here, of course, changes to display here. Right now we're on widescreen. If I hit that view button, it goes to a crop screen, which is showing me a radio station right there, miles to empty right there. Over here, total run time. And then we also have some other things going on at the parking gear right, or the drive gear right here, and fuel economy as the car sits. So I can also hit this again, and I'll go back to the standard dials. And then there's also a sub menu. By touching and holding this view button, it brings up this back menu, and this is the 2.0 version of the digital cockpit. They don't really call it that. I'm calling it 2.0. So if you ask somebody that, they may look at you like you have 7 heads. But the 2.0 version, the 2nd gen of the digital cockpit, that's how that works. You can change what's in the dials. You can also change how it sets up on the widescreen. And again, that's the widescreen there. That seems to be the most popular. And you can still get a speedometer right there in the corner. So, moving on. This comes with App Connect on this MIB2 radio. It's also HD radio. You can actually take nav away from over there and bring it back over here to the center cluster and swap it back. You can also run navigation off your phone using Waze, Apple Maps, or Google Maps, hooked up, as long as you're hooked up to a USB down here on this screen. This screen does have that App Connect functionality, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or MirrorLink right there. And then also it does have a backup camera with trajectory steering. So actually I can turn the wheel here and that yellow line moves to show me where the steering is headed. The green line remains static and the red line signifies where your bumper is. This particular unit does also have a CD player as well as that satellite radio. The CD player is cleverly hidden in the glove box here, along with an SD card reader here. Navigation is over here or here. It doesn't matter which one you put it in, but one of these is going to be occupied for your navigation data disk and SD card. There's further SD card holders right here. A little bit of storage here for manuals and such. Wood grain interior goes across the dash and into the door on both sides. Over here as well. Alright, so you do have a dual climate zone as well. You can bring that up on the screen here. Sync button is here, on off button. You can lock out the rear climate controls. Air care is kind of cool. It's an air filtration system. This little blue line is going to expand and encompass the whole cabin here in a little bit. What it's doing is scrubbing the air, and it's filtering out pollutants and things in the air before it brings the air into the cabin. So that is a pretty cool feature, and it will not work if you have a window cracked or the sunroof open or anything like that. It will tell you need to close up windows before it will start. Also on climate control, there's a rest button right here. That rest button allows you to turn the car off and recirculate either heated or cooled air in the car while the car is unattended. That's pretty cool. Heated seats for up here, the vent controls. It's any combination of these, so you can do 1, 2, or 3. You can do any combination of those and have that work as well. For the radio here, got a little stuffy in here all of a sudden. For that radio, you also have 18 programmable stations for FM, AM, and satellite each. Down here, push button start is right here. You have your standard gear selector or shifter. Just like any other Volkswagen, you have drive and sport mode. And then right here you have the wheel to adjust to different drive modes. There's snow, which brings up that little screen right there. And you also have the roadway, and then off-road and off-road custom. Off-road custom allows you to adjust different aspects of the drive, like the adaptive cruise control, the hill descent, you can turn it on and off. Hill start, all kinds of features like that, and you have all of that stuff right there at your fingertips. So by turning this back to the roadway, I now have this screen here. I can touch it on the screen. Oh, I was too slow. So I can touch it on the screen here. You have Eco, Normal, Sport, or Custom, and of course Custom indicates that you can tweak something. So you can tweak this here. Climate control you can put on Eco, and I'm actually not going to like that, and then Sport. And then also I can push this button down in the center and it changes it as well if I want to cut down on fingerprints. So I'm going to put that in Sport mode and see how that works out. And then it gives me an icon up here too that says Sport, and it also shows it up here on the radio. Electronic parking brake is right here. And Park Pilot sensors are right there. That brings up the backup camera, and that also wakes up the system there. You have parking sensors at the front of the car and the back of the car. Here again is a look at those leatherette seats. And there's a look at that headrest. It's fully adjustable there with that little button there. You have adjustable seat belts as well. They hang down the sides there. And then up here, we also have a vanity mirror with a light above it on each side. Pretty nice. And then we also have CarNet. CarNet is your roadside assistance information and SOS button there. So that's emergency services. 3-door garage door memory right here. Here's a look at that panoramic sunroof and a power sunshade. The sunshade goes all the way back, covers the first 2 rows. The panoramic sunroof, the front section opens up over the driver and passenger, and then you also have the second row seats, which have a static piece of glass that doesn't move. Pop-up windscreen right here. And this particular car does have captain's chairs, so we're going to take a look at that real quick. This particular unit is $47,780. Here's a look at the captain's chairs. Again, this is Shetland beige leatherette. Fold down armrest right here. And you can actually lock this little dial right here, locks in where the armrest stops at. So what's cool about these two, and a lot of people say they want captain's chairs because they think access to the 3rd row is absolutely terrible. But this little switch right here, this little handle, makes that all okay. So this is designed so if I had a front-facing car seat or booster strapped into this seat, I do not have to uninstall it for people to get in the back, and they do not have to walk around the front to go to the back either. You just lift up on this handle here, lift towards the front. It releases the seat, the bottom drops out. There you go. Car seat still attached. Passengers climb into the back, adjust the seat however they need it with that headrest right there. It just flicks up with a flick of a wrist, and they're comfortable. Notice how high off the floor those seats sit. The fact that they sit that high off the floor translates to comfort for rear passengers, adult-sized passengers, not children passengers. Okay, and then put the seat back, lift up, and push the seat back into place. It locks. There's also a lever underneath. Lift up, and I can push that seat back. There's a look at that seat back in place. Again, this comes with a bench option as well. This is a captain's chair option. You're a 7-seater with the bench option, a 6-seater with the captain's chair option. These cars are designed where you don't have to have a captain's chair just to have ease of access to the back row. Also, they're going to have a sunshade built into the windows for the SE, with the SE up to the SEL Premium. And then also there's a little handle right here where you can fold the seat flat. That seat folds flat. Same with that seat over there, as well as the 2 back seats will fold completely flat to make a continuously flat surface. There's a look at the instrument or the center console temperature controls back here. Then there's also 2 USBs and a 3-prong plug-in right there, so you can plug in a laptop in the back and charge that on your trip. Let's take a look at the rear hatch. There's the bumper applique. This particular car does come with monster mats as well as the cloth mats. It also comes with cargo containment blocks and also a roadside assistance kit and cargo net right here. So this car does have the cargo containment system, which is this Velcro attached carpet here. And then underneath here, this one actually has a tow hitch and ball right there. The spare is underneath that little contraption there to the floor. And then you have your jack apparatus and all right there as well. This is actually your front license plate holder on the R-Line vehicles. We do not install those. They're installed at the customer's request. Bag hook hidden out of the way right there. There's also a trunk light here. And also on this side, along with a 12-volt plug-in there. The C-pillar has vents for rear passengers as well as vents under the seat. And also there's a vent in the floor right there. That gives you added comfort for a long trip. Here's a look at that rear hatch button there. As we look through the car from the back. Nice giant panoramic sunroof. Fold down captain's chairs there. So this car right here has a 6-year, 72,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty. That's through Volkswagen, 6 years, 72,000 miles. And also, if you buy from me at Bomarito St. Peter's here in St. Louis, I'm going to give you a 10-year, 200,000 engine and powertrain warranty, 200,000 miles. Engine and powertrain warranty is nationwide, free of charge, doesn't cost you anything. Also, if you buy from me, the dealership will kick in 3 free oil changes. Your 10, 20, and 30,000 mile oil change are covered by the dealership. So if you have any questions about this car at all, please give me a call, 636-290-4257, 636-290-4257. I'm also on Facebook at Resells Cars, YouTube at Resells Cars, and Instagram at Resells Cars. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet on YouTube, please do so. Tell your friends. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.